A time to be alive. What a time to be alive. So, so grateful. First things first, let me get the key for you. If you come before the end of the day, then you get the key. If you get it before the end of the day, you get the key. If you don't, that's okay. You don't get the key. The keys. You want the keys, you better lock in. SSH, HL node. The key is for lock-iners only, or somebody who throws me $1,000 a month. One or the other. You pick, Bob. Lock in, lock in, lock in. Show everything every day. So private streams only because the ops are out there. You know that they're watching. They wanna know what we're doing. So so bad. They hate me, but they want to know what I'm doing. So so bad. So so cute. Let's get it, dude. Every day you lock in, I'm gonna hook you up with fire, of course. Yesterday was revolutionary. The day before was revolutionary. Today will be revolutionary. And the next day, guess what? Gah! Giddy up. By year 4 or 5, they'll never catch up. By Mac Mini 4 or 5, they'll never catch up. By Mac Mini 4050, they're fucked. All right, so let's get this new key here. Da, 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 da. All right, so I'm getting the key here. I've got my 4 computers here on the back end. I have no idea. I do need to ask about that immediately. All right, so one thing I'm a little worried about, okay, I'm running 4 different Chrome remote desktops because I got 4 other computers that I'm tapped into while I'm on stream. Can you talk to me a little bit about the RAM usage that the remote Chrome remote desktop puts on my computer? I do have a lot of bots running and then streaming with OBS, so don't worry about those things. I've been able to make it thus far with it, but my worry is 4 gonna drag me down? But what about when I get to 8? Chrome remotes specifically. How much heavy lifting is it doing on my RAM essentially? Because when I have 8 of these up here, it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy. I think the first thing I want to do here is system preferences. And how do you go to wallpapers? Let's just open this computer up. This is Killer. Welcome. This is Killer right here, and this is Cracker right here. I got Cracker and I got Killer. We got Gal and we got Mash. Let's get it. So we got the desktop and screensaver. Killer needs some blood in it. She needs some blood in it. She needs some blood in it. Okay, let's go mess with crackers. Okay, let's go here to appearances. Oh, this is a different UI. I think I'm on a different OS. Let's see if that's problematic. Okay, this is cracker, so I gotta get some like nature or something. Sequoia sunrise, that'd be a good one. Here, some white Yosemite. Perfect. Just so I can see what's going on. I got my OpenClaw here. Close this. Damn, Jesse Jackson died? Rest in peace, man. Wallpaper. So who's this? This is Gal. Gal, you know, the front desk lady. Let's see. What does she get? I feel like she would just do the iMac purple. That sounds like what Gal would do. Then Mash. Mash is different. Mash is different. Mash is different, you know? I don't know what Mash is short for. Is it short for Masha? Is she a Russian? Is she Russian? Because they step on the gas out there. Let's see. Let's see. I think she fits well in with Killer. So let's go ahead and let's get Mash. Let's get her to step on the gas. Let's get it. Wallpaper. Okay, Mash gotta have a good one. Mash. Blacked out. Mash is blacked out. Mash doesn't give a doesn't care. Mash doesn't care. Mash is I don't want a screensaver. This is this is war. Mash knows. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. I've got three claw bots. Open claws set up. And I'll give you an overview here in a second of my actual thoughts with OpenClaw. I've figured something huge out, and everybody else is just gonna sit there and ignore the fact and just keep arguing with me. But I'm not listening to none of you motherfuckers. Sorry. I can't because I tried it. I tried everything. I didn't try everything, but I tried the three best ideas and uh yeah, I'll let you know. I'll make an update here. I just want to get you the keys. I wanted to get everybody to get their colors together. Mash all black, blacked out. Let's get it. Killer, clearly red. Clearly red. Gal, you know, she keeps us sane. She's the front desk lady. Keep us sane. She just got a nice little purple background. Cracker, you know, we're out doing some outdoor stuff. So something outdoorsy. Something outdoorsy, of course. Okay, we got her set here. And killer. All right. So we got four computers here. I got four computers, and I need to answer this question before I get into it fully. Let me go ahead and get you the keys because now they are dead. The old ones are dead. So let's get you the new ones. Oh, my bad. I haven't even sent the prompt in yet. So my bad, my bad. Yes, I love this. Okay, let me go get some cash back. Let me get a little cash back. Sell the losers. Thank you. Do, do, do. Okay, so I think these are pretty much ready. What I want to understand now is this. Because what is it? I'm trying to figure out like this week, obviously, figuring out a scaling plan here. Okay, I know I would say 70% chance this doesn't work out. And this is all hype. But there's a 30% chance that I am the one who figures everything out. And that's very, very high. That's very, very high. Not many people are trying to have multiple instances fully separated, and everybody's trying to cost optimize here. So that's, you know, I just get in where I fit in, B. That's it. I have a vision, I execute it, and most of my visions are trash. So I have an idea and I'm executing. I got four running now. I might have 10 by the end of the week, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Ubuntu, PC. Okay, let's let Moon cook. Let's let Moon cook. If I fail, I fail. That's fine. I'll keep pushing. I'll keep pushing, dude. I'll keep pushing. Okay, she's cooking indeed. Yes. That's not what we were looking for. That's yesterday's fun stuff. That's yesterday's fun stuff. Yesterday was a fun day. Today gonna be a fun day too. Every day's a freaking fun day here, dude, because we're always stepping on the gas, always coming with new ideas. I just love this game. I just love it. I just love it. I just love it. What the hell, bro? Come on, lock in, gang. What is you doing? Shorty, that script made it super easy. It said, hey, go ahead and deactivate the old key and create a new key. Yeah. So I give you a script that does that for you. I don't need you to explain it. I need you to execute it. I got people here, data dogs, ready to step on the gas, waiting for the key, waiting for you, baby girl. Let's get it. Hey, by the way, you know I got four open claws over here, and they all have access to Claude Code too. So you better lock in today, okay? She's playing, so I had to give her a little stern talking to. I love her though. She's playing. She went and explained the script. I sent her a script that goes ahead and gives you your new key each day. All she has to do is run it. I sent it to her and she explained it. Thanks, Shorty. I sent it to her with instructions. Crazy girl, crazy girl. Done. The new key is activated. Let's see if it's activated. Is it for real activated? Is the old one deactivated? Da, da, da. Okay, I got the key, so it's working for me. I hope it works for you too, dude. Much love to you. Thanks for coming through. Jim. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's get the key in there. Okay, I'll do a short Q&A. What's up, Pony? How are you? Good morning, Cryptorific. What up, Daniel 777? Let's go, AA. So grateful, Jay. Well, it's insane. It's insane the opportunity we have in front of us. Good morning, Vincent. Vicente. Currently on day 10. Let's get it. I never thought I would go to this. I would never thought I'd get to do this amazing stuff, bro. Man, that's super, super nice to hear. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're crushing. Let's go over to the code tab. Okay. Damn, dude, I cooked myself. I had that question. Let me just go ahead and have the same question because we have Whisper, and that's actually one of the nice things I have about Whisper. So that's what I like about it, is what I'm trying to say is that it keeps your conversations kind of sketch, but my conversations ain't that far. Okay. Slim, what you doing, Slim? Yeah, go ahead and okay, so I'm very curious about this. GM Nicholas, how are you? I blew through my Opus and Gemini subscription. Switched to Minimax or Kimmy. There we go. We got the sauce in here. Open code. We figured that out yesterday. Game over, dude. Game over. Minimax or Kimmy? I'm not running on my Mac. No way. Still using Opus, but getting rate limited. GM. How do you make sure not to get banned from Anthropic when using the sub API? I'm not using the sub API anymore. Don't use your usage that it will make Anthropic OAuth, make your agent take breaks. Oh, that's smart. I'm not using that anymore, but you know, I'll explain everything here. Do we have any way to backtest algos on? Absolutely, you can backtest on anything, gang. You just need data. You just need the data. I'm a data dog. I think you are too. So just go get the data. Data Bento, Polygon, interactive brokers. I think we're set, dude. I think we're all set. I do have something I want to present. Kind of want to do an overview of what happened yesterday in like 10 minutes instead of 3 hours. Yeah, Data Bento is sick. I talked to her on a Zoom call. Damn, dude, I can't forget people's names like that, but she's a beast, the founder of that. We had a podcast a couple years back. I'm confused on how to use these start commands times three. Could you use explainer at some point? What's start command? Don't know what that means. Happy Chinese New Year. What up? This app? Start commands? Oh, this? Start commands? You don't have to use those. But each line is one command that runs when the terminal opens or the app restarts. So this is the commands that if you want to run automatically, it's just like an automation. When you open a new tab, not a new tab, but you open a new thing, it's going to automatically run those commands sometimes if you already set it. So I haven't set it, but it's just when you open a new page, it just runs the commands that you want. But that's, you can see here too. I should make a video of it, but I'm probably not going to. It's kind of like a hidden Datadog feature. If it makes sense, it makes sense. If not, then it's cooked.
So don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. Stay hungry, stay foolish.
Okay, let me just do a quick rundown of what happened yesterday so I can catch everybody up because I know everybody wasn't here. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so this will be the only video you need to watch to decide about OpenClaw. I've put in my 100 hours now, and I told you I wouldn't go ahead and do this until I actually figured things out, and I figured it out. My name is Moondev. I believe code is a great equalizer, so I share absolutely everything here. And my goal was to scale to 500 of these OpenClaws because I think there's a brief opportunity and a small percentage of a chance that this is going to be something huge. Well, a lot of things will, fail, and that's okay. I think this is a big opportunity for me, at least. And the goal was, hey, get to 500 of these open claws because then I can have 500 AIs working for me all day, 24/7, 365. So I looked around and I grabbed my couple computers. I used my laptop. It was a Mac, blessed to have that. But then I went to Costco to buy another Mac Mini because I just wanted one more computer, scale up a bit. And I ended up buying two. Okay. I saw they had five available. I tried to buy all five, but they were like, nope, two is the max. Okay, so now I'm like, damn, how do I scale to 500 if I can only buy two at a time here at Costco. This is crazy. And they only got five left. What am I going to do? So I came home and I immediately put five more in my Amazon cart. This was late at night. And then I sat there. I was like, Moon, you're smarter than this. You've heard other people running this on VPSs, Windows machines, all that. I'm a data dog. I'm a developer. I can work with AI and build anything. So let me go ahead and cancel this order for the five extras. Okay, I have two at the crib now, right? Two Mac Minis, and you can see four on the screen here. So I'll get to that. But got two at the crib. I had five more coming. I had to cancel because everybody around me, I'm very blessed to show this stuff all on stream because I believe code is a great equalizer. But what happens is there's a bunch of Guilfoyles around me, Dinesh's, people that are just way ahead of me when it comes to engineering. So they're in my ear saying, hey, try this, try that, try a Windows VPS, try a Ubuntu VPS with a desktop. And conceptually, I thought it was just, oh, with VPSs, I work with VPSs all the time for my algos, but it's just terminal, it's command line, right? So conceptually, I was like, well, how's that going to work? And then they introduced me to a VPS, a Ubuntu with a desktop. So I'm like, okay. That next day, I locked in. And that was yesterday, actually. Things are moving fast. I came here with three on my screen, three OpenClaws. I got four now. I'll tell you how. But I came with three on my screen with the plan to get to 500. Huge problem. Obviously, even if Costco let me buy 500, 500 times 600 is $300,000. Huge, huge obstacle there. So I canceled those and said, hey, tomorrow I'm going to dive into a Windows VPS. So I came locked and loaded, ready to build my Windows VPS. And that next day, I built it. That was yesterday. I built that Windows VPS. I got OpenClaw on it. But while I was building that Windows VPS, I had people in my ear. Don't do that. Don't use a Windows VPS. There's vulnerabilities there. The Windows VPS isn't going to work. There's vulnerabilities there. And what do I do? What do I do? Jane's been in hosting for 30 years. She knows better than I do. So I guess you can put a desktop on Ubuntu, and I use Ubuntu all the time. So if you can put a desktop on Ubuntu, then I'm officially a Linux guy. And I could potentially run OpenClaw on Ubuntu desktop. Why is that better than a VPS with Windows? Because a Windows VPS has a licensing fee with Windows. So it's like an extra 20 a month. I found a pretty inexpensive one that was 30 a month. So if you think about it, 30 a month is much cheaper than a Mac Mini at 600. Yes, there's a point where they break even. I get that. But speed and just 30 down, I thought I solved my problem of, hey, it's going to be 300 racks to have 500 of these. I thought I kind of solved my problem with the Windows. I set up the Windows. I also had these two Mac Minis here to test directly against. These two Mac Minis, you can see they're still on my screen. The Windows isn't here anymore. I did one simple prompt against all three of them, a very similar prompt. The Mac Minis, they one-shotted it. One was a game, one was a dashboard, and the Windows just threw me back an error. Boom, right there. Time is money. I have to go back and iterate now, iterate. I iterated a couple times, but I gave up quickly because time is money. It took me longer to set up the Windows VPS, probably an hour, hour and a half. Mac Minis, I set up in like 10 minutes. And today I'll show you exactly how to set up a Mac Mini. Because guess what? I tried out the Ubuntu desktop, and I got brought back to 1995. You should have seen the screen. You have to rebuild everything. So Ubuntu, okay, I get it. You guys are Android guys. You want to customize everything. You want ultimate functionality. You're the ultimate Guilfoyle. But guess what? You're 40 years ahead of everybody else. And there's something huge happening right now. Every non-developer is waking up to AI. And how are non-developers going to use AI? How are they going to use OpenClaw? Please tell me that, dude. They're not going to use Ubuntu desktop. Probably not going to use Windows desktop. OpenClaw on Windows is garbage. OpenClaw on Ubuntu desktop is worse. I know a lot of guilfoils aren't going to like hearing that, but if you haven't put the 7 hours I did yesterday doing the direct comparison, you can't say anything because I'm the data dog. I had a hypothesis. Okay, I think 500 of these OpenClaws is going to be sick. I had a problem. That's 300K. And Costco will only sell me two at a time. Okay, order off Amazon. Dude, you're better than that. You're a data dog. Go test these other ways first, especially if you can get it down to $10, because that's the kicker with the Ubuntu desktop. $10 a month. I had solved the scaling problem. I was excited. I was excited, dude. Running around like I just saved 240 racks. But guess what? I'm here now with 4 Macs. I got 2 Mac minis, a Mac Air, and another Mac mini. I guess I got 3 Mac minis. So let's lock in real quick. Let me show you how to set it up on Mac mini. Because at the end of the day, you shouldn't use anything else. You can use a Mac, any type of Mac, any type of Mac. Okay, how do you do this? Well, the first thing you're going to do here, these are the two things that I think are required to run this. So caffeine, Mac download. Caffeine Mac download. Okay, I use this Mac update one. I think. Yes, I did the Mac update one. There's also ones you can get in the App Store if you're scared. Amphetamine, I think it is. Sheesh, bro. Cooked. This one here, amphetamine app. What these do is they keep your computer awake. Okay. So I hit that coffee and now it's awake forever. Why do you need that? Because you want it to work forever, right? 24/7. Okay. The next thing you need to do here is you got to go ahead and get Claude if you don't have it. If you can't afford it, get the $20 plan. You got to get it. You got to get it. You got to get Claude. You got to get Claude, bro. You got to get Claude. So let me get signed in here. So you'll have to get that. Oh, I'm already in there, like swimwear. Okay.
To be happy, but you're up too old. Job not finished. Job finished? No, I don't think so.
Okay. And we're just going to have Claude direct us. This is how do you set it up. If you've never coded before, just sit back, relax, and then read the English because that's all it is. Go try to learn another language. Literally, it's a different language. Code, it's all in English. It's just an intimidating form. And Guilfoyle, he scares you off. He wants to be smarter than you. Let's go ahead and say, show me how. Say this exact prompt. I could just show you in the terminal right now, but I think that's way more intimidating. And me showing you how I would approach this as a non-coder is way better. So show me how to install Xcode. You need Xcode. So again, I'm only showing for Macs now because if you're using OpenClaw and anything else, you're absolutely wasting your time. I spent 7 hours as a mediocre developer trying to set it up. It's not worth 7 hours. If you think your time is worth $100 an hour, that's $700. Could have just paid for it. My time's worth way, way more. So I can't argue with people who say their time's worth $5 because the math doesn't make sense. If I think my time is worth 1,000 an hour and you think your time is $5 an hour, then how can I argue with that? If you want to spend that time trying to fiddle around to get Ubuntu all set up or VPS on Windows, whatever, dude. But I tested it all. I tested it, and I'm gonna go with how I know it works the best. Even if I have to pay up for it. Show me how to install Xcode, then npx, then Claude Code. So let's just do this way because it's just better. It's just better if you can see how to do this and you can learn how to prompt because prompting is the game nowadays. Let's go to Finder as well and type in terminal and try not to get scared here because it's a scary place, but you're going to be okay. I'm going to walk you through it and it's just English. Remember that. I did not know how to code either. I did not know how to code either. I was scared. And everybody's going to like just gaslight you into thinking you can't do this or you're not smart enough. Dude, you can do anything. I believe in you. And I believe code's a great equalizer. That's why I show every single detail, figure it out, and then I show it. Because if I can get you caught up to speed with me, okay, now you're an asset. You're an asset not only to me, but your whole family, bro. Somebody in your family's got to take care of this AI stuff, right? So you can see here, I've got the terminal on the right side now. Just to break it down a little bit, the terminal is just English. It's just English. And you see where the highlighter is. I know it's ugly. This is where you're going to type stuff. But in our case, we're just going to copy things. So we're going to go install Xcode. Xcode is some Apple stuff that they make you install. So it should say Xcode-select. You just copy it in there and you hit return one time, my guy. Okay, and then this pops up. It says something, install it. It says something, read it. Wink, wink. Something, read it. Something, then install it. You can see it says about 822 hours or something like that. So downloading software here. This is going to take a second. Then we need to install Node. We don't have Brew, so okay, I want to update this prompt so it's easier for you. Let's say show me how to install then Xcode then npx without Brew then Claude Code. So let's go ahead and do that. So the without Brew, they're trying to have us do some technical stuff. Come on, Brew. Give them the easy way. Give them the easy way. Isn't there a direct download to Node? All right, we got some time because this takes a little bit. So this is Xcode. This is their curl B. Okay, so let's try this again. Show me install Xcode, then npx with curl. Curl is some way to download some stuff off the internet. Curl. There we go, dude. There we go. Okay, so updated prompt here. If you are getting started with this, show me how to install Xcode, then npx with curl, then Claude Code. And let me pause this while it gets finished. Okay, sick, dude. This is going to be the one-stop shot. The only video you'll need to watch to decide about OpenClaw and everything about it. I've put in my 100 hours and I did 4 vicious tests. My name is Moondev. I believe code is a great equalizer, and my goal was to scale to 500 OpenClaws. That led me to figure out some things that I'm going to tell you here in this short video. Now, I had a couple computers laying around. Fortunate they were Macs, but I had to go buy a couple minis at Costco and quickly realized this is going to cost a lot of money. 300 racks for 500 OpenClaws if I do it the mini route. So I'll tell you the whole story, but long story short is that was the first major obstacle. How am I going to scale to 500 if it costs 600 a pop? So while I put a couple more in my Amazon cart, I canceled those, bought 5 more and I canceled them. This was 2 nights ago because I knew there was a way to run a Windows VPS at the minimum. Okay, let me set that up. I'll test it the next day. And then if that's good, I won't have to buy the $3,000 of extra computers I was about to buy. I went ahead and started to set that up. You can see I have 4 OpenClaws running at this moment. Yesterday I had 3. I set that up. I went through the trials and tribulations. I ran it. But along the way, somebody said, hey, dude, make sure to try Ubuntu desktop as well. And that got me excited because Ubuntu desktop was only $10 a month. Windows VPS was 30 a month. Both of those are way better than spending 600. Yes, there's going to be some break even points. So if you really want to extrapolate it out 12, 24 months, maybe not a better deal. But for speed and getting to 500 OpenClaws, this is the decision I had to make. So I had to test Windows. I had to test Ubuntu desktop. And I tested those 2, which are the biggest 2 that people say, hey, use a VPS. Hey, use Ubuntu desktop if you need a desktop browser. I need browser capabilities. I want to recreate myself 500 times and then 1,000,000 times. So I just did the full test because everybody's going to yap, yap, yap. And I'm just going to test, test, test and see what works for me. Spoiler alert. I'll tell you the whole story, but you can see I have 4 Macs up right now. Nine minutes left. Gotta wait, gotta wait. You're going to see step by step how to get OpenClaw installed. Even if you don't know how to code, I'm going to show you absolutely everything. I didn't know how to code before either. Now I show absolutely everything because I believe code is the great equalizer. So lock in. I'm going to help you make the decision on what type of computer and how to set it up. Hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft. Just waiting here, 3 more minutes. The only video you'll need to watch to decide about OpenClaw and everything about it. I put in my 100 hours and I did 4 vicious tests. The only video, everything about it. I put in my 100 hours and I did 4 vicious tests. My name is Mundev. I believe code is the great equalizer, and my goal was to scale to 500 OpenClaws. That led me to figure out some things that I'm going to tell you here in this short video. Now, I had a couple oh. Let's let him breathe. 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 You're going to see step by step how to get OpenClaw installed. Even if you don't know how to code, I'm going to show you absolutely everything. I didn't know how to code before either. Now I show absolutely everything because I believe code is a great equalizer. So lock in. I'm going to help you make the decision on what type of computer code. I'm going to show you absolutely everything. to set it up. Let him breathe. Let him breathe. And how to set it up. Now, I had a couple computers laying around. Fortunate they were Macs, but I had to go buy. He loves the Mac. He loves the Mac. How could he not love the Mac? Treating him well. Treating him well. Treating him well. Extrapolated out 12, 24 months. I got to do all this because I messed up. My screen wasn't recording. It was stuck. It's gonna be the one stop hop shot. One stop wop. See, it's all stuck here. That's the type of quality the public gets, bro. Just stuck on this screen. I'm gonna slide with that. Let's see what that's like. Alert. I'll tell you the whole story, but you can see I have 4 Macs up right now. So if you can put a desktop on Ubuntu, then I'm officially a Linux guy. Weird, but you're gonna work with it. They ain't really locked anyways. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. They ain't really locked anyways. Oh, we in there like swimwear. Let's go ahead and finish this up. It's a little tut. Tut. All right, let's get the keys in the chat real quick before I finish this little thing up. There's the keys and everything. All right, so we got it installed here. So let's move on to the next step. Okay, so it says installed node.js, copy. And remember, I updated this prompt. So it says, show me how to install Xcode. This is English. Then npx with curl, then Claude Code. Okay, so I'm just taking this. Again, I know it's scary. And then we're going to hit enter. Perfect. Now it's downloading this thing called node.js. It's like a coding thing. Anyways, then we're going to go ahead and close and reopen our terminal. So how do you do that? How do you close? Listen to me. You're using a Mac because if you're setting up OpenClaw, you're not using anything else. Control C. Control C. No, we're going to actually close it. We're going to just close it. We're just going to get it all the way out of there. Then we're going to go back to terminal here, terminal. And we got to find it. Recent search. Where the hell is it? That is so silly. Here it is down here. Terminal. Okay. So now let's go ahead and copy this in. It says copy. Okay. Paste it in. It says NVM not found. Close and then reopen your terminal. Okay. So if you run into something like this, guess what, dude? Just go like this. Hey, I'm stuck. This is what real coders do. I'm on year 5. I'm not the best in the world, but this is really what we do. Instruct me from here. I've already installed. Can't do that. Instruct me from here. The NVM script. Okay, you have to do this. I'm not even gonna tell you what it is. Just do it. No source. What the helly? So let's go ahead and just run it back. Let's say bug. Okay, so the NVM install didn't write the right file. Let's write it. Okay, so just when you have problems, just use Claude or Codex, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just keep going. It's English. You just have to hit copy paste. Installing latest LTS. Okay, so it's now installing the latest LTS. Okay, and installed. Now what? Installed. Now what? Then we install Claude Code. Why are we installing Claude Code? You need Claude Code for this. Sorry, and people are gonna say you don't, but those people, they're not data dogs. They're not data dogs. They didn't try it. So let's go ahead and say dark mode here. Claude with subscription. Okay, so you'll have to log into your Claude account here. If you want to tinker around and how to figure out how to do this without Claude, that's fine. But I encourage to have Claude Code on this computer. That's what I encourage. And again, this is my world. So I've tested it. I've tested it. I've tested it with and without Claude. So let's go ahead and hit enter here. And then hit enter again. I'm in there. So I just had to sign in with my thing. Yes, use recommended settings. Let's get it. Yes, I trust this folder. Let's get it. Use high effort. Yes, let's get it. Okay, I got another prompt for you. Change or make an alias. Make an alias for C that runs Claude dangerously skip permissions so I can just type C. Okay, that's game changing in my opinion. You'll see. No pun intended. Go ahead and say yes. I'm putting you on dangerous mode, dude, because you're a dangerous guy. You're a data dog. Okay, so guess what? Look at this. So now I hit command or control C to close that, but then I go ahead and hit C and it doesn't work. Wow. The alias is C. I have to ZSH. I have to do this thing first. It's available immediately in a new shell. C. All right, perfect. You got to open a new terminal. Okay, so now let's go ahead and say you probably don't need to do this, but you can just copy this over here. Can you install this? This is on OpenClaw AI. It's at the very bottom. Not the very bottom, it's in the middle. It's just this piece of code here. Give her the piece of code. You want to do it by yourself, you can, but again, this is for people that don't know how to code. Install this OpenClaw. Okay, so I've got Claude doing all the coding for me. It's just you got to get over the intimidating part here of this, dude. Really, the terminal.
Yes, our slogan must be learn,
Baby, learn.
so that we can learn.
All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get my I've got a couple more tips here because I want to give you everything that I've researched. Now I did multiple hours of research, so lock in just for a few more minutes, and I'm gonna try to truncate all of this into those multiple hours. Other way around, but you know what I'm talking about. Claude notes here. I'm gonna give you some alpha here. And this is something I'm not sharing with other people because this is how to keep Claw very inexpensive. Like not expensive, the opposite of expensive, the opposite. So inexpensive, if you think of like expensive stuff that costs a lot, if you say something that's cheap, well, this isn't cheap, dude. This isn't cheap. It's not cheap because I would say that it's not fire in my book. I'm going to show you the most inexpensive way to do this. Okay. So lock in here and let's go over to this website here. Okay. This is the most inexpensive way to do this. Not cheap because it's fire still. Okay. So you can see she's done. You have two options. The installation failed. It tried to install Homebrew, which requires this. Just give them your password. How do I do this then? Well, run it here so it can prompt for your password. I have to give them my password. You can give them your password to your computer if you want, or you can probably just copy this here and go to a new terminal tab. paste it in, and then it will ask you your password. So it's super easy. Error handling, installing Homebrew, rerun with verbose, check for sudo access. I'm just going to give her my password. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to give her my computer password so she can run it. This is what I'm going to say. You can run it. Here is my computer password. And then I'm going to give her my password. So I'm going to take it off screen while I explain the extra alpha I wanted to drop to you because you are locked. Okay, so it's this, dude. Open code. Hot off the press. Open code Zen. You can use any model, and the models that I will show you to use here are the best and cheapest, but most fire. I appreciate the trust, but I can't use your computer. Yo, run it, bro. Run it, bro. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. You can see you have GPT-5, all of these, but if you're trying to save money, it's this GPT Mini Max 2.5 fire. Yeah, gang, she won't run it. So can you send it? Can you send it with sudo access so I can run it? So you're gonna have errors along the way. So it's better that I just show you how to fix these errors. But anyways, GLM 4.7, Minimax 2.5, pretty much free. You got Kimmy 2.5 here, open code. A lot of you don't know about that. So let's get it, dude. Let's get it. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this back over because I gotta show you what to run here. Okay, this might be hard for you, dude, but it's not hard. I promise. I promise. I keep it simple. Okay, open the new tab. You're on Mac, so I'm gonna say it's Command T. Okay, open a new tab. You see this prompt here? Write that, bro. If you're having a hard time, the reason I'm having a hard time is because she has to have master access to my computer, and I guess she doesn't. So I got to do this. Curl FSSL. You can just write it down. It's this. It's on it's that link I sent you earlier. It's just got a couple extra things in it. You can see bash. It's just got sudo in front of bash. So you can figure that out. Password. Okay, cool. So this is installing it, but then I got an error. So what the hell? How do I do that? Okay, this is exactly what you do, bro. Error. Install Homebrew first. So, okay, let's try this. Copy. Password. Just keep going in circles, dude. Go in circles until you get the job done. I promise you, it's not that hard. I'm literally just playing a clicker game. That's it. It's just a clicker game, dude. It's just a clicker game. It's just the intimidating terminal. I feel you so hard, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, it's so easy to run it on yada yada." Okay, you're just way ahead of us. Sorry. Installation successful. So now you have that installed. What do we do now? Well, let's just go back to our AI and have her tell us. Then install step 2, install OpenClaw. Okay, so let's go here and install it. So this is OpenClaw. I had to get Homebrew first. I was being lazy earlier. She said, no way. Okay, let's go ahead. What do we do now? Well, I got this installed. So can you go ahead and teach me how to do that? You can see you just paste your here, and I'm going to say bug. It's really easy, dude. It's a clicker game. Keep clicking. You know about open code now. That is something I just learned about. Homebrew is installed. Can't you run this? Can you run this? Push her, dude. She can do everything. She just sometimes plays with you. She's like, what? Okay, I can't do this and that because you gave me your password. Come on, I gave you my password because I trust you. I actually had to set this up today. So, this is my fifth one or maybe even sixth one I'm setting up. So This is the final piece to my puzzle here to have 4 OpenClaws running all day long. It's not the final, but this is where I'm gonna rest at. I've got 2 more I might set up, but we'll see. I already got the computers here. I just need to set them up. I want to see what the workflow is with 4 of them, and you know the job. Okay, all done. Trying to get to 500. Okay, so here's a little terminal trick. If you go back to where we were, we're going to run the same thing. I'm going to hit up on my keyboard. Up. There's actually some sneaky stuff they got here in AI land. It's pretty great. Okay, up didn't work. So I think I need to go to the new terminal here. So let's go ahead and just copy this over. Curl. Okay, there we go. So sometimes you have to open a new terminal to get things set. So you can see it says a bunch of stuff about coding stuff that it's installing, but I just wanted to give you one full tutorial here now that I've figured it out and I know exactly what the best platform is to run OpenClaw. Everything else is just not the way. It's not the way, unless you don't value your time. If you just want to tinker, that's fine. I get a lot of people who are tinkerers. Okay, generate token, sure. Let's go ahead and generate token, tighten permissions. Yes. 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 Damn, this is new stuff here. Install gateway services now. I guess. Node recommended, I guess. Okay, so she's working. We have her installed here. Okay, updating plugins. Now remember, open code. Art told me about that yesterday, and it has access to all of the models that you need or all of the models you want. And I gave you the 3 that are really alpha here. Minimax 2.5, really inexpensive. GLM 4.7, very inexpensive. These are Chinese models. Dashboard here, need help. Okay, so you're Gucci. Let's go ahead and just take this over. And I think I need to just do the onboarding now, but maybe things have changed. Let's go check it out. Well, what do I do to do that, huh, dude? Well, I go over here and I say, hey, I copy this into Claude. How do I get started now? I mean, I didn't see the onboarding. She can't see that. What now? What now? What now, dude? What now? Okay, so here we go. Check the dashboard. It's not live is the thing. On board. So I guess they cook the onboarding. Launch dashboard so you can work with it.
You know, it's something that truly exists in all of us. It's very simple. This is what I believe, and I'm willing to die for it.
I said fix. I copied that over and said fix. Because they're pushing new versions all the day, all day. So the gateway might not be running. Let me check and get it restarted. So you can see here, now you know how to work with Claude Code, bro. And you could build anything now. I hope that you locked in for this. I really do. If you're here right now, you did. So I commend you. Much love to you. You now know everything I know about OpenClaw, where to use it, where not to use it. Don't waste your time, dude. Your time is so, so valuable. Your time is so, so valuable. There we go, dude. Look at that. So now we're making moves, and it looks like we're almost there. The gateway is configured and stored. The dashboard should be loaded. How do I set up my open code to be the main model? Because that's one part that we didn't do. Let me check OpenClaw's configuration. And then I'll how you get your API key, you just go here and you go sign up here for open code. It's super easy to get the API key. Wherever the sign up button is, sign up. It's $20 you can put in there and then you get credits and it's API credits. They're trying to be the Claude code, the open source Claude code, or something like that. To set a model, set this. Okay, we can also try the OpenClaw configure here. So you can see here, you've got a buddy right here all day to help you out. OpenClaw configure. This machine only. This is fine. Select sections to configure model. Okay, and then here, so this is, I'm glad you stuck around. Here you go down to open code Zen, and it asks for your API key. So how do you get your API key? Sign up for this, put 20 bucks in. You're going to get a ton of AI and access to all models. So they'll give you an API key. Starts with SK. You can see here on my screen, I got a bunch of them here. Starts with SK, and then you know how to use the terminal now, dude. You got this. I hope this changed your life. And then put it into the terminal, just paste it in there, and then she cooks. Okay, and then I can bring this back here. And then this is where you're going to be able to pick the model. Now, if you want the best of the best and you have unlimited bags, then use Opus 4.6. But I'm not even using Opus 4.6 because it's too expensive. 24/7 at 500 different models or 500 different open claws. That's going to be crazy. So I'm thinking of at a 500 scale. So any feedback you have for me, just remember my scale. I'm trying to get to 500. So that's why I was so excited about the Ubuntu for 10 bucks. Of course, dude. You can see all the models you can pick. There's unlimited. There's actually too many. There's too many, and I'm looking for not Kimmy. I'm looking not for GLM. I'm looking for the other one, Minimax. I'm looking for a Minimax 2.5. Minimax 2.5 right here. So this is what I'm using. You can use whatever you want to use, but you can see the pricing if you just Google Minimax 2.5. It's like 100 times cheaper than Opus, and it's supposed to be comparable. So that's literally all the alpha I wanted to give you here. Go ahead and just step on the gas now, dude. Let me hit continue here. Okay, and then how do I go ahead and get this started? Let me go ahead and see. Let's see if she's live over here. Let's say new session, refresh, disconnected. Okay, she's disconnected. I've updated my model. Please connect it. Connect the gateway now. Okay, and I actually figured something else out I want to show you after this. Okay, and then I'll be done. I know the whole point of this was to take it from 7 hours to a few minutes, and I just don't. I think it's impossible for me to make a short video. At this point, I think it's impossible for me to make a short video. My bad. My bad. But you're turning 7 to 20 hours into, under an hour. I hope. I sure hope so. I sure hope so. We'll see. You can see here she's doing a bunch of wizardry. Here she goes. So let's see if she works now with the new Minimax 2.5 through open code. Those two words are what you need to know. There she goes. She just came online. Build me a brick breaker game. And this is for everybody that's using Ubuntu, Windows, or anything. Let's see if she can do that. When I tested Windows, she couldn't do this. She couldn't build this in one shot. When I tested Ubuntu, I couldn't even get here. So I spent 7 hours again. I'm a mid developer. I'm definitely a mid developer, but I got the same AI as everybody else. And if it took me 7 hours, yeah, 7 hours, dude, is not it. Spinning up codecs, interesting. What the hell? I'm just gonna let her cook and see. I don't know how she would have access to codecs, but maybe she's using codecs through. Now I have no idea, but you got here. You could build anything now. What I want to show you is this. How can I interact with the AI on the CLI as well? Because honestly, at this point, now that you've been using the command line, it's a better experience there. And I just figured out how to use it. The way I look at this is it's new to everybody. Everybody's going to find out their own secrets and how to use things. I saw somebody in the chat say, have you had it interview you to start? So that's alpha. And I only get that alpha because I lock in and I share absolutely everything every day. Every day. Okay, look at that, dude. So we did build a brick breaker game that's actually kind of sick. Play again. One shot at it. So I mean, if you're not one shotting, I'm not even talking. If you're not one shot, I'm not talking, bro. If you're not one shot in things, do not use a PC. Stop using Ubuntu, please. This is a race, and you're literally tripping over a $50 a month payment for a race. You can get Apple financing, dude. You can get Amazon financing, bro. This is the race to the moon. And I got people up in here, intelligent mofos. Lock in. Let's go. Ubuntu can't cook like this. Windows can't cook like this. I showed you everything I know in a short time. I believe code's great equalizer. I'm going to keep dropping every single secret that I find out, but I only find out secrets because I lock in with top tier engineers. But dude, there's something about top tier engineers. Sometimes they over engineer. Yes, technically we can pay $10 for Ubuntu. Yes, technically we can pay $30 for Windows VPS. Yes, technically the Mac Mini is not the best deal in the world, but it's not about the deal, it's about the speed. I just showed you how to do this all, dude. And we won the game. At the end of the day, we won the game. Much love to you. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful life. And I believe in you. Okay, so I just wanted to make that full thing here. And I didn't do this. Interactive TUI. OpenClaw. OpenClaw TUI. I'm gonna get good at OpenClaw, dude. There we go. So I like this better. I'm gonna get good, and that's the thing. That's the thing. If everybody's trying to tinker around, try to figure out how to get it set up, I've got 4 set up, bro. I got 4. So I'm gonna figure out things that others can't even imagine. And that's the whole play. So again, 70 to 80% chance this is just a flop and Moondev was entirely wrong. That's fine. That's fine. But there's a 20 to 30% chance I'm onto something huge here, and I'm the only one pushing it to the limits. So let's just see. Let's just see. Let's just see, bro.
We must keep moving. We must keep going. If you
Can't
can't
fly.
run. If you can't run, walk. If
You can't walk, crawl. All right, I'm gonna go get an egg here. Go get some water and an egg. No, I'm gonna have some mangoes actually. But I just wanted to put that full training here together for you guys. So you can step on the gas and build whatever you want. You have my thoughts on OpenClaw. Everybody been asking, what's your thoughts? What's your take? Yada yada. My take is that if you're using anything other than Mac, you're cooked. That's my take. Oh my God. All right, so I'm gonna process this. I'll answer a couple questions and then I'm gonna go get some water. Water break. Let me drink. Let me oh, nice. I was only 38 minutes. I thought it was going into the hour. Thank God. Good God. Da, 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 da. Ain't it? Da, da, da. Da, da, da. The only video you'll need to watch to decide about OpenClaw and everything about it. Why do I sound like AI? Did 4 vicious tests. My name is Mundev. I believe code is the great equalizer. And my real talk, why do I sound like AI, dude? Am I AI now? Okay, so I made a training essentially a full-on tutorial leaking every single secret that I know about OpenClaw, and I've actually put in my 100 hours. I've tested every single way Ubuntu. I've tested Windows. I've tested Mac. Everybody wants to buy Mac Minis, yada yada. So I just had to test everything to come to a conclusion. So I made a video that is literally the one-stop shop that you need to go to understand OpenClaw and make that decision of what you're going to do, how to set it up. I show them how to set it up. I show them how to make the decision on if they're going to run on VPS, if they're going to run on Windows, Mac, etc. Anyways, I need you to make a panty dropper. Drop the fucking phone. Damn, I need to click on that shit. I can't even get back to it. I wanted to click on it so fast. I dropped it in the motherfucking toilet. Title. So I need 5 of those. Like, don't hold back on creativity here. Use the word OpenClaw in there, of course. All right, let's answer a couple questions. Um, let's see here. I mass tested OpenClaw on every OS. It'll be all right. I'm gonna answer you guys' questions here in a second. I got a lot to catch up on. We got a lot. That's a good one because that's what it really is. It's a master class. So you guys got a master class today. Master class. Master class. What's going on, girl? You good? Seven seven seven. Good to see you. All these OSs are different. 777. Good to see you. Good to see you.
If you want a pair of shoes and they're at the store, they're really at the store. You just don't have it yet. It ain't like that shit don't exist. It's just really at the store. That's how I looked at my whole life. If I want it, if I believe I can have it, then that's my reality.
Jane says it looks like the damn cuz. What's up? What's up, Shorty? You don't have a make an image. Image gang. Jesus. Jane said definitely gonna start doing OpenClaw install services. I think Moon. Yeah, I actually got that already, but you can do that too. I think everybody should do that. Help them out. Moondev.com/OpenClaw. I will set everything up and you can use my Mac minis. So it's only $5 an hour. You get full use. You don't have to do anything. have AI working for you 24/7 with OpenClaw without having to set it up, without having to buy a Mac Mini, without having to host anything. 100% done for you, your own OpenClaw, whatever you wanted to do, however long you wanted to run. $4.99 an hour. So obviously that's better than an employee, but you could empower your employees too. I think that's the way to go, in my opinion. I think it's about that. I think it's about that. I think it's about empowering your employees. So whatever team you have, yes, keep them and go give them superpowers, give them an open claw. So I launched this last maybe 3, 4 days ago. And because I see there's a clear demand. People need help with this open claw. They don't want to embarrass themselves. They don't want to mess anything up. They don't want to go through all of the work that I did to figure out how to set up OpenClaw. I agree with you, Jane, that there needs to be install services. And that's kind of why I was talking shit yesterday. I was saying, dude, everybody's out here saying, yo, put it on a VPS or do this or do that. But nobody's actually set it up and started using it themselves. And everybody's like, oh, there's better ways to do this. But you're not thinking about the noob. You got to think about the normie. The normie doesn't know how to code. The normie hates Windows. The normie will not go on the terminal. The normie will absolutely not use Ubuntu. If I gave a client, if I sold this for $4.99 an hour and they logged into their computer and they saw Ubuntu, I would be embarrassed. I wouldn't sell that. So this is like everybody else is going to try to set up install services and stuff for OpenClaw. We're already seeing it. They're going to do it the cheap way. They're going to put you on a Windows VPS at best. I'm giving you access to one of my Macs. I think that's the way. So we all can have different business strategies, and same with trading strategies. My strategy is, hey, if I'm going to go ahead and have 500 open claws, I can let some people eat as well without them having to go through the hardship of trying to figure out how to set up open claw. Now, I'm not talking to you, Guilfoyle. If you know how to use Ubuntu desktops, I'm not talking to you. But that's why I'm talking shit, bro. Because everybody wants to be so fucking smart and save so many dollars. You literally have millions of people out there that are finally awake to AI. Make it easy for them to use. So for this $5 an hour, you get your own Mac, like that actually works. You saw it one shot. All that other VPS stuff, nah, I wouldn't. I would be embarrassed. I'd be embarrassed, dude. I'd be embarrassed because the client will be hitting you up all day long. Like, yo, there's an error here, there's an error here, and then you have to go on the motherfucking Ubuntu errors. Like, no, 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 no. So I set this up a few days ago, and there's some demand. So there's not going to be many available. This is for people that obviously don't want to set it up themselves. You get full access to a hosted computer. You get to watch your agents work in real time because you literally get to log in just like I am. So you can work directly with Claw, or you can ask us for help to set up different projects, try to tackle different tasks, because you'll just be able to log in and boom, you'll be able to work with your open Claw, and it's $5 an hour. That's cheaper than any employee, any virtual assistant, anything. But I don't want you to get rid of your employees, dude. I want you to empower them. One employee can turn into 10. And now they don't have to worry about setting up a VPS. They don't have to worry about buying a Mac Mini. They don't have to worry about setting up a Ubuntu. None of that, dude. They get full access to a hosted computer. That's wild. So I think this is a good value add, especially if I'm able to scale up to 500. Because if I have 500 Mac Minis working for me, I believe code is a great equalizer. If you have an idea that you want working on one of my Mac Minis, of course I'm going to share it. It's not going to be free, of course not, but you can see it's extremely limited because I can't get my hands on enough computers. I can't get my hands on enough computers. That's it. And I'm not doing Ubuntu. I'm not doing Windows VPSs. I would not sell a product that's trash. I'm not going to set somebody up that doesn't know how to code on a Windows VPS. Are you kidding me? That clunky clunk. You saw me one shot today and yesterday twice. So, yeah, this is not for everybody, of course. This is, if you're a tinkerer and you want to spend 14 hours trying to set up OpenClaw, that's fine. I'm gonna be stepping on the gas. I'm going the Mac way, and I'm holding my opinion until somebody can prove me that something else is better. Because so far it's just slop. So far it's just slop. Anyways, this is moondev.com/openclaw. Answer some questions down here. It's $4.99 an hour with a 30-day money back guarantee. So I think you're right, Jane. To sniff out that demand, you are right. You're behind, but you're right. You're behind, but you're right. Let's go ahead and keep answering some of these questions here. Any questions I do see, I'll. Art, what's up, bro? You changed the game yesterday. Thank you. 777. Hey, how many machines? I'm at 4 right now. I got 2 more sitting ready to be set up. And then I'm just trying to be, I don't want to be I'm trying to be frugal. So I keep buying Macs and then canceling them because I'm like, dude, you literally just have to reformat this Mac and you could go ahead and do it. But I'm gonna try to be frugal about this and scale slowly. I'm at 4 now. I will move to 6 next. I have those computers locked, and I'm ready to buy. I'm ready to buy, but I think it's important to have use cases that print because remember, this is still going to cost me $1 an hour per machine at minimum. At minimum. Yeah, you did install it in 7 minutes, but it's not a good user interface. That's undeniable. Ubuntu versus Mac is just it's undeniable that Mac is a better user interface, and I'm not building for developers. I show you guys how to build everything. You can build by yourself. You can use Ubuntu, use whatever you want to do, dude. You guys can build however you want. I don't build for developers, bro. I'm not building a consumer offer for developers. That's silly. This is for business owners that want to have exposure to OpenClaw. They want to have 24/7 OpenClaw. They don't want to have to worry about all that stuff. You guys can build whatever you want anytime. I just showed you exactly how to set up your own OpenClaw. You could set up a service that competes with this. That's fine. I'm telling you to. This is a right now. I'm not saying this is going to be here forever, but right now it's a gold rush. And you guys have the ability to capitalize on it, but everybody wants to do the most technical, cheapest way. You just got to put yourself in the shoes of people who have never coded before. Because OpenClaw is still hard to set up. You can mess things up. You can give too much access. You know this. You know this as a developer. I got people telling me there's security risk, like all of that stuff, dude. Is you have the opportunity to build a service like this and help people onboard them to OpenClaw because that's what they want. If they want that and they can't figure out how to do it, and you're a developer, dumb down a little bit, get on their level. Know that hey, they're not going to be messing around with a terminal, and they're absolutely not going to be using. They're not going to be using a Ubuntu or a Windows. I'm sorry. But again, I'm just giving you my strategy on this. I'm giving you my strategy because I've seen the demand and this has been live for a few days and you can see there aren't many spots available. So you can see that demand it's real demand. It's not just everybody talking about on Twitter. No, people are trying to get my machines and I don't really want to give my machines up because they're sold out everywhere in Puerto Rico. I can't get them in Puerto Rico anymore. So that's why I'm dusting off like the 2015 MacBooks. I'm trying to get everything going because I can get more Macs by the end of the month. But that's why, there's not spots.
Damn near anything we could think is real. And if it's not, we could create it. See, that's the gift we were given to evolve, advance, create. I create my own world.
My thoughts on OpenClaw being purchased. It's a good move. It's a good move by OpenAI. It's a good move. I mean, I'm happy it's going to be open source. We're not going to get as many benefits. We're not getting the full versions from here on out. I bet they get first versions and stuff. That being said, it's open source, so you know, as a community, we can build whatever we want. It's clear. It was clear that he was going to get acquired. You have to own that. If there's 100,000 plus, you know, forks in a week, you got to own that, dude. You got to own that. So I think it was a savvy move by OpenAI. I was kind of hoping Meta would get it, but it makes more sense with OpenAI. I think it's scary. OpenClaw will get subsidized in the end of the month and get all put in OpenAI. Yeah, I'm not tripping about who owns what. I just want to step on the gas with all this free AI that we're getting. Is there a link to download these videos for later? They'll be in the replay channel on Discord. And also, if you just joined here because from the outside, if you're just a public member, then it'll be on the website that you signed up with. Do you have it interview you first? Nah, I don't. That's a good idea though. Is a lot for OpenClaw. It is. And you can use Minimax Lightning for even better performance. Really? Interesting. Do you use Claude at all as the API? For other projects, but not for this. OpenClaw is token hungry, so the best but cheapest model is important for beginners. Absolutely. So I tried to give them the best cheapest models that you guys actually introduced me to. So 777 to you. Thank you. How many machines? I'm trying to get to 500. It only takes 8 minutes, but yeah, but how's it working is the question. That's the thing. You cut the vid off without showing it actually working. So I really appreciate the video, and I think you should post those videos on YouTube. It was very engaging. I watched the whole thing. I was laying down with my dog. We watched the entire thing together. So I really enjoyed it. I see a hidden talent in you, Jane. Put those 8 minutes on a YouTube channel and I'll promote it. I mean, if that's because there's always going to be that batch of people that are technical like you guys. I'm not going to claim technicalities here, even though I cook the hardest. Even though I cook the hardest in the chat, I'm still non-technical. Seven, 777 convinced me. I was looking at Costco last night. Ingrid, there we go. Now, you know, don't get out of anybody. I don't want to convince anybody that can't afford it, but I think most of us can afford saving time. And, you know, I have no Apple exposure. I don't have stock or anything. I'm just truly a data dog, and I had to answer that question for myself. I tried to buy, like I said, I tried to buy a bunch of them, and I canceled because I was like, no, I know there's Windows VPS. I could at least try. I tried it. I'd rather pay triple. I'd rather pay triple than use Windows, and I'd rather pay quadruple than use Ubuntu. So that's just me. That's just me. Remember who I am. I didn't learn how to code till I was 30 years old, 5 years ago, bro. I think that's an edge though, because I can relate. Nobody that's running a multi-million dollar business is going to be like, yeah, let me go get technical here so I can launch a Ubuntu. No, but they all want AIs working for them, and they're paying employees minimum 15 an hour, maybe 20, 25 an hour, and boom, now you can have an AI assist those employees and scale. I don't want to replace anybody, but it is what it is. We're stepping on the gas here. Voice box. What is voice box? I'm doing good. Nico, how are you, bro? Good to see you. Will it work on OpenClaw on older Mac models? So let's go ahead here and answer that question right now, because this down here is an older Mac Mini, and you saw the whole thing today. Let me see how old. How old are you talking? Okay, so this Mac Mini is actually fire. It's a 2020 M1 Mac Mini, 16 gigabytes. I actually am extremely happy at 16. I thought it was 8. So 16 across the board here. These are all 16s. Some people will also drag me because I'm buying Mac Minis right now, even though they're about to release one in, a month or less. But the way I look at it is this cooked right here. This is an M1. This is from 2020. I don't care about the M5 for 30% increase. Okay. 30% increase. I wait a month for it. Dude, I'm gonna be a billionaire in a month. At this rate, like Jesus, this is crazy. I'm not waiting for I'll keep buying. I'll keep buying. If this works for me, I have four right now. I'm going to 500. If I can make more than $1.50 per hour, it's going to 500. This is how I scale, and this is I've always scaled like this. I rush shit. I rush shit. The only reason I'm here is because I saw a brief window of time in the App Store, and I launched 1,000 apps. Not one app. I didn't have a good app idea and just launched it. No, I launched 1,000. It's the only reason any of us are here right now. I rush shit. I fail. I fail. I take swings and I fail. But every once in a while I hit it out the park. So that's all. That's my strategy to life, dude. It's my strategy of life. And you've seen it. You've seen it over and over and over again. Maybe it didn't click yet, but the more you shoot, the more you score. So I'm gonna shoot. If everybody and their mother wants to run OpenClaw right now, let me run 500 of them and figure everything out. Because this has gotten all of the tech people that are not technical. They're on full fucking tilt right now, dude. They are on full fucking tilt. Look at their eyes. They're losing their minds over OpenClaw. So at the minimum, let me go ahead and set up OpenClaws for them. And you can do this too. Super simple, dude. At a minimum, let me go ahead and say, hey, you can use my machines. What's going to happen, dude? I'm going to be cooking. I have to set up 500 machines. Okay. The more people that join, the better. Let's get it. I got to work with more brilliant entrepreneurs. Boo hoo. I got to let them cook on my machines. I got to help them execute their autonomous AI 24/7. Boo hoo me, dude. Boo hoo me. Oh, snap. I'm going to have a hella intelligent people trying to run 24/7 AIs from my crib. Boo hoo me. I'm not going to learn absolutely everything. Let's get it, dude. They're gonna have questions. They're gonna be like, Moon, can you help me set this up? Can you help me set that up? Boo hoo me. I'm doing it the wrong way. Let's get it. We'll see. We'll see, dude. I'm about to have this whole crib. My electricity bill, they're gonna think I'm selling weed, bro. They're gonna think I have a whole fucking pot farm up in this bitch. And I called it pot because I know we got boomers in the chat. $4.99 a month at moondev.com/openclaw. For the people on the outside, because I know the people in the Zoom, you guys are just gonna do it yourself. And feel free to rip this off entirely, word for word. I don't care. I don't care. I believe code's a great equalizer. There's going to be 10,000 opportunities that I'm going to keep sharing my edge. Any idea I have, compete with me, rip my page, whatever. Dude, remember where I come from. I come from the marketing world too. So I'm used to people ripping word for word my landing pages. So feel free. Feel free. And if you're on the outside, you can get one of these spots. But again, I don't even need to promote this. That's how tilted people are. That's what I'm saying. That's our opportunity as a data dog. If you're a developer, that's our opportunity. I haven't had to promote this yet. I've sent like one email. People are fully tilted about OpenClaw, whether right or wrong, whether it's good or trash. If people are fully tilted, trying to get AI working for them 24/7, and you can set that up for them and you're not doing that, aren't you a trader, bro? Yeah, okay. Because me, I'm the type of trader, I'll trade any market. My bots are sliding in the background. I can lock in now. I can do anything. You're 4-5, you'll never catch up. That's the thing. I got time.
Yes, our slogan must be learn, baby, learn, so that we can earn, baby, earn.
So older Mac models, I see what I have a 2015 here. Maybe not 2015, that's pretty far. Maybe it's 2017. And I got the other bar one. I'm gonna try to set them up on older ones. I got 2020 on the screen and 2024. A VPS is fine. I don't get what the issue is. I installed mine in a VPS. Everything runs in the cloud anyways. All Linux CLI commands. That's the thing. You're not using browser, Alex. So I know you can run it. Like I know like you guys are technically right. It can run anywhere. It's just you guys aren't doing anything with it. Unless it's all terminal stuff. Okay. If you're gonna do all terminal stuff, you're not doing normie stuff, that's for sure. What do we get after running OpenClaw? Meaning how we get it to trade for us? That's on you, boy. It's on you. It's on you. I watched the video that you sent me. Yes. I told her to post it on YouTube so everybody could see it because it's like it's how to set up Ubuntu on a VPS. It's how to set up OpenClaw on a Ubuntu desktop VPS. She does it in a great way that I think technical people would really appreciate. And if you want to save a few bucks, then Jane has the perfect way for you. I'm trying to encourage her to upload that bitch to YouTube. I'm gonna make my service push button. They press a button, they pay the money, they get their instance set up for them. Nice, nice. That's fire. Are your 20 agents from the sub making good money? Can you explain what they do? What sub? So overall, everything is you have to build yourself. So I can give you ideas. I can show you the structure. I give you code. Can't just plug and play anything. So new question just joined. Do you upload the Google Drive vault every day? Not every day. Not every day, but every few days maybe. It's dead easy to do turnkey. Do it, Jane. Do it. Please do. I really wish you guys would. I set this up in a way as well. So I'm not looking for small people. It's $4.99 an hour, but you have to pay up. You gotta commit to like 500 hours. So I literally am letting you guys front run me on this opportunity if you want that. I know there's demand. I've seen the demand, but yeah, I'm not here to tell you what to do, how to do it. I'm just here to step on the gas with my ideas. And I got 4 open claws now, so I can cook for the rest of the year with at least 4. I got a couple more I want to look into setting up here though. Let me get 6. Let me get 6 and then we'll get back to everything. Because my initial plan is super clear. And it's all about trading bots. So, I know I'm spending a couple days on this OpenClaw setup thing, and there is, that 70 to 80% chance that this is just a flop. But, you know, that's what I do. Old Macs still have good performance or not worth it? I'm going to test that today, Tony. I got that 2017. I actually got 3 more Macs. Damn, I'm fucking blessed, bro. You just pick your head up someday and you got 18 Macs in the crib. You supplying it with API keys? Yep. So for this, I set it up so it's $5 an hour, included everything. The computer, all hosting, all API costs, all AI costs. You jump onto this and you can start cooking. Just start cooking. So that's why it's good for normies, but thank you for sharing that. ChatGPT can tell you